Gregory never thought a peanut butter and jelly sandwich could change the course of his life. Every school morning looked the same in the Hayneses household. Gregory would stand in the kitchen packing his lunch into a brown paper bag. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, cheese nips, an apple, and a thermos of water. Occasionally, if his mother had extra time, there might be soup or a bologna sandwich. But most days were predictable, plain, and repetitive. Then one morning, everything changed. As Gregory headed out the door for school, his mother handed him 3 crisp $1 bills. "Go buy yourself a hot lunch today," she said with a smile. To a 9th grader, it felt like winning the lottery. That afternoon, Gregory stood in the cafeteria holding a hot tray of food while the smell of pizza and French fries filled the room. For the first time, he didn't feel like the kid with the boring lunch. He felt normal, maybe even important, and that feeling stayed with him. A few days later, Gregory noticed his mother's purse sitting on the kitchen table. It was always there. She ran a daycare business from home, and parents often paid her in cash. There was always money in her wallet. He stared at it for a long moment. Just a couple of dollars, he thought. She'll never notice. So he took some. The next day, he did it again, and the day after that. What began as a small decision quietly became a habit. 5 days a week, 9 months a year, for 4 years. Gregory never considered himself a thief. In his mind, he was just borrowing from abundance. His mother never said a word, never accused him, never even hinted that she knew. Life moved forward. His older sisters graduated before him, and Gregory watched carefully as each received extraordinary gifts. One sister was given a beautiful solid gold watch, a family heirloom meant to last generations. The other received a brand new car with leather seats and every feature imaginable. Gregory remembered those moments well. By the time his own senior year arrived, he had already imagined what his graduation gift would be. Maybe a car, maybe money, maybe a trip abroad before college. After all, he had earned it. He graduated with honors and had been accepted into several prestigious universities. The future looked bright. The night of his graduation party finally arrived. It was small and intimate, just family and 4 close friends. Gregory didn't mind. He was too focused on the envelope waiting for him on the table. His heart pounded as he held it in his hands. This is it, he thought. He carefully opened the envelope and pulled out a graduation card. Nothing else. Inside were signatures from his mother, father, and sisters. "We are so very proud of you, Gregory. Congratulations!" Gregory looked up in confusion. "There has to be a mistake," he said nervously. "Is this some kind of joke? Where's my gift?" The room grew quiet. His mother gently motioned for him to sit down. Then, with calmness that somehow hurt more than anger, she spoke. "Gregory," she said softly, "your gift began the first day you took money for lunch." His stomach dropped. "Yes," she continued, "I knew you were taking the money. At first I was angry, then disappointed, but eventually I understood something important. Some lessons cannot be taught through punishment. They must be lived." Gregory could barely breathe. "I decided to leave money there every day," she said. "Not because what you did was right, but because one day you would have to confront the weight of your own choices. Life works that way. Some consequences happen immediately. Others take years before they arrive at your doorstep." Shame flooded over him. All at once, 4 years of stolen lunches replayed in his mind. Every excuse he had ever made suddenly sounded hollow. He felt embarrassed, exposed, and deeply disappointed in himself. Finally, with tears forming in his eyes, Gregory asked the only question he could think of. "How do I repay you?" His mother smiled gently. "You repay me by becoming a man of integrity. Never fear hearing the word no. Do the right thing even when nobody is watching. Right the wrongs in your life. And learn to love and forgive unconditionally, including yourself." That night became the turning point of Gregory's life. Years later, he graduated from college at the top of his class. During his commencement speech, he spoke not about success, awards, or achievement, but about character. He spoke about living a life with as few contradictions as possible. He spoke about accountability, humility, and walking a path others would want to follow. And though the audience applauded his words, Gregory knew the real author of that speech was sitting quietly in the crowd. His mother. Morale. Unconditional love does not excuse wrongdoing. It patiently teaches accountability. True character is built when we accept responsibility for our choices, correct our mistakes, and choose integrity, even when no one is watching.